Well, hey everybody. It's Monday. I didn't do much. I had a wedding for my brother on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday were spent just hanging out with family. So nothing really got done. But it's everything's on a lull right now with the heat that we've had, and then with the downpours. I don't think the grass is really liking the heat, which sucks. But because I just got done looking at my hay, and we got some that's this tall, but we have a lot that's looks a lot like how it is here. I mean, just maybe 8 inches tall. So it's what it is. I'm not gonna drive around and just find a couple patches and cut it and try it. No, we're not gonna do it. We'll just give it time. It needs fertilizer. Hopefully this year, fertilizer spreader is in the budget. I'll talk to a guy. We're gonna use that. Get maybe 4 or 5 loads and hit the spots that might need it. Maybe a load or two we'll take north of me from the other place. He lives about, my other spot's 5 miles, and he lives about half a mile from that. So, and he can load it with a skid loader, 2 or 3 dumps real quick. So I said I'd pay him something for that, but still like fertilizer spreader to get some nitrogen on the grass maybe after that first cutting. So yeah, live and learn. That's why we're doing small acreage right now, is to get everything kind of figured out. So secondly, we're moved back onto old grass. This is the stuff I cut. Yeah, we came off of that, which you can see they did a number on it, but I was really wanting to knock this area down because it was really turning into weeds and stuff, and I'm hoping we're going to see what happens. Otherwise, it's mostly down there. It's really matted down. Well, if I walk up here, but yeah, you can see they're enjoying it. I gave them corn. They're really filling out. I'm liking. We can zoom in on him. He's a nice steer. I'm really liking how he's doing. Yeah, we got smaller ones, but otherwise I'm very happy with how they've been doing. So, but we're going from, hope I really don't get them going. But yeah, they really knocked this down. They turned a lot of that back into the soil, the not good stuff. So we're going into this, and they are doing, I'll find some examples. They're doing exactly what I'm wanting them to do, which is come in, and over here there's a spot right here, clipping the tops of those and just grazing. That's kind of why I was looking forward to these Angus crosses. I just wanted to see how they do for grazing. There's a smaller one, but yeah, they're enjoying this. So we did all that, and they worked all that down. That was really junk. They worked all that down. I grazed them a little longer on it, but there's not a spot that was not stepped on, laid on, pooped on, whatever. They're enjoying being outside now since it cooled off too. So, and then we got some foxtail coming in here. And it's a good, it'd be nice to get some hay cut, but it's what it is. I'm not gonna try to take it anymore, because I think they were cattle pastures that were not used for the couple years. The one was a dairy farm, and I'm really back on nutrients. So, but the next thing will be the garden update. You can't really see that. The bottom of that, there's grass on the outside of it. But there's a lot of creeping Charlie. I have it through here. And yeah, it's really taken over. So yeah, right here's a lot of it too. It's starting to get knocked out, but it's tall enough where it knocks some of it out, but it's really coming in below the tomato plants. They're putting on stuff. The corn I had to give a little bit of nitrogen to yesterday, and I put some water with it, and it already has taken off tremendously. So glad on that. But yeah, we're gonna throughout here. I have Creeping Charlie all over. We're going to especially spray around the garden there. And then we'll hit that other one too a little bit. That's more weeds or grass. But then we're going to work a cover crop into it. I'm going to get a garden weasel. It's basically got intermeshing tines. And I'll just do that all over the garden to work it in just a little bit. And we'll get a crop and then we'll crimp that down, kill that off. We should have a nice weed mat for next year. So yeah, that's the update. That's, you can see, hasn't been grazed yet. We'll go on this for a couple days. I moved the stakes out so that we're not getting our lines of where we graze and the grass is growing up tall. We'll just smooth our stakes out, give them a little more room to graze. And then they'll have a couple days here, graze this down, and then we'll bump them over to here and let them have the shed around the backside of that pile and up there, and then down the waterway will be next. So yeah, appreciate everyone that watches. Like the comments, keep them coming. And for anyone that was asking, hay season probably, I was thinking 2 weeks was my goal, and then there's guys cutting, so I thought I'd check. This morning on work, there was 5 or 6 guys that were cutting, but they are established hay fields. My buddy's cutting, and he said his really isn't much, but the guy that he cuts for demands that he gets 3 cuttings a year, so he's doing what he asks. But yeah, probably originally it was gonna be 2 weeks. We have this dry spell with cool weather. We'll see what happens. I sprayed horse nettle too. That's starting to brown. We're going to give that, I looked on the package, it said 14 days, so we're going to give that about 14 days to really take over, and then we'll see what that looks like at the hayfield. So that's what it is. Probably like last year, we'll be taking and cutting in probably September or something. So, but at least we know hay equipment is ready to go, ready to rock and roll this year. And yeah. That's all. So, thanks for watching. And again, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.